When they come back from a holiday, they say, "Oh, I need one more vacation." And it's normally a woman who says that, always. I don't know whether you've heard this, but when always heard this, yeah, we also say that, yes. But why? Because on that holiday, it's actually not your holiday. The holiday is for the children, the husband, or the father-in-law, mother-in-law, or whoever's accompanying you. So she is talking about having one more holiday after a holiday. So I think this is where it helps, where she's actually letting her hair down. She doesn't have to remove clothes for everybody and keep on the bed. That okay, fine. Now we are going on this sightseeing. She can dress up for herself. She can look after herself. She can go and shop for herself, then the family. So this is going to be the next big. It's already happening. Yeah, it's already happening. Yeah. Because if you're going with the family, I think where is the time to do a spa? Because who look after my children? Or where's the time to do anything because you're always with your husband and children? So
I think you're absolutely right in the sense that the trend has shifted. I think firstly the mindset of the way women think has shifted, which is probably largely because of the financial independence and so on. But I think women have started to think like you need to first look after yourself to be able to look after others. Make yourself happy so you can make others happy. Sort of, that's the sort of mind frame that I think women are in today. And to add to what both of you were saying, and I know that you're talking about different segments, but from what I see as someone who's selling outbound destinations, and that's really my area of expertise to sort of, position leisure outbound destinations. And yes, we've all started to think of women as a separate segment. So, when we actually prepare our marketing strategies, we talk about, yes, family travel in India, of course. We talk about, child-friendly destinations and things to do. And we definitely also have started to think about, women-centric activities. So like she rightly said, there may be a businessman whose wife is accompanying him to a conference. And we also need to pull up our socks and think about wine tasting, excursions, about spa excursions for women, shopping holidays, and so many other things. Like, there was a time when people only spoke about the bachelors, 4 nights in Bangkok or wherever they wanted to go to, but now people are doing their bachelorettes outside, be it in India, be it out of the country, but that's a very big part of the wedding planning, from the bride side of the family as well. A lot of women are doing, single women who, who want to go out as well and don't want to deprive themselves of the fun just because they may not have a husband or children to share their time out with. They want to travel too, so we cater to that audience. You then have an audience of, women who've grown up, maybe unfortunately widowed. Children have grown up, moved into doing other things, and they find themselves by themselves. But should life stop there? No, it doesn't. So they want to create these groups of friends where they travel together. So I think that whole mindset has shifted. And like you rightly said, many times, I have many friends of mine who come back and say that, yeah, we went on a holiday, but, really, it was really exhausting. And I think we need to plan a girls' trip. And the reason for that is really this, because, when you're back, yes, the thing is your life continues in the same way, because we must put things into perspective in the sense that as Indian women, we already have a lot of things at our disposal at home in terms of, help to do certain things. So it's almost as if you're depriving yourself of those everyday facilities and then going abroad to brave it out and do everything yourself, which is probably more difficult and tiring than being at home. And so then you want to go on yet another holiday. And that's how I think people like Club Med and so on are becoming very successful, because they're able to pitch holidays where, parents get their time out and women get their spa time and children get their time out and so on. So I think the whole way in which people travel has changed over the years.
I would actually also like to add here, if you notice nowadays the modern lady, they're more tech savvy. We have something called box holidays. I'm sure you're aware of Coney box holidays. So there are these groups, these kitty party ladies now. They just go online, they just shop 10 boxes, 10 ladies going together, and just 3-4 nights holidays, and they come back. So this is another concept which is coming up now. So that's again.
About 4 years back, I was in London WTM, and generally, instead of visiting stalls, I attend the seminars. So you get to listen to many people, and I was listening. One of the seminars was on what is future of travel. and then one speaker was from Brazil, one was from France, and one was from somewhere. And one spoke on women. We should now concentrate on women. The other spoke on we should concentrate on senior citizens. And then the other said that grandparents and grandchildren. Now, it was like I was boiling from inside, because they were talking for the future, and in India, we had done it on bigger scale. So I said, hold on, please. I want to talk to, because I was not a speaker. I said, I want to talk something about it. And I went on the stage. I said that whatever you are talking about future, we are already doing it on large scale in India. And then I told them about what the activity is and how we are doing it, about senior citizens, about women. And everybody was so amazed, because it was a statistics based whatever talk I gave that time. And they were really surprised. Means, see, we have talents in India. We can think innovative ways. And they were thinking for the future. We had done it here in India. And I think that kind of fever is on now. And we have to take it ahead now. About, you said that a daughter and a mother relationship. I had one story that one of the tours, daughter and mother had come, and the daughter they were staying in Lonavala. The daughter was working in Andheri. So daughter used to wake up at 4 o'clock. She used to take a train at about 5:30 or so. And she was coming because that was some kind of either IT firm or some stockbroker firm. So always it used to be she was getting back at about 11:30 or so. Both of them had come on a tour for 7 days so that they two can stay together at least for 7 days. Now, see, these are the ways. I have seen 4 generations coming on a tour together. I have seen one daughter-in-law and mother-in-law. They were together, and on a day, because we have one evening, and every tour, the last day of the tour is event evening. We have ramp walk, and so the mother-in-law was in a evening gown. We did it in National Hotel in Switzerland, Lucerne. The nice hall, nice ambience, and the mother-in-law was in evening gown, and the daughter-in-law was in that Paithani Nawari sari and everything. And both of them, दोनों ने एक दूसरे को सजाया था. See, these kind of relation buildings are also happening in these kind of tours, because this is the quality time they are spending either with their mothers, their grandmothers, whoever. We are not getting these kind of quality times together here in family functions.